Welcome back to round two's recap of my local tournament. I know it's been a while, I completely forgot to post the recaps, let alone do them due to some other stuff. Anyway, this is round two. I know you can't see it. My opponent is rated 1239. I'm still 1243. This is my third over the board tournament. First one went terribly. Second one went decent, no losses. I think it was 2 wins, 3 draws. And this tournament, this is round two. Let me actually add that here that I'm on. My score is 1 of 1. Okay, so I'm currently 1 of 1 out of 1. I won round one. This is round two. The game proceeds as such. E4. My opponent played E5, knight F3, knight C6, bishop C4. It was an Italian game. Because that's like, and I've been playing the Italian for ages. Played bishop c5, I played c3. I was thinking about maybe I wanted to do something like perhaps the Greco Gambit, but I thought a lot of people would know the Greco Gambit by now. Even if you just think logically, the moves are pretty simple on how to refute it. So now after knight f6, I just played c3, the Gioco Pianissimo. This is more of a positional slow game, so I played it. Sorry. Then he plays d5. Here, I saw a line. I knew d5 was a bad move. So I know after c takes d5, e takes d5. I mean knight takes d5. Here, I knew d5 was a bad move early on. The reason why it's bad is because of queen b6 and black has trouble because there's an extra in this knight as well as the f7 pawn. But during the game I could not remember, so I I just castled. Then bishop g4. Keep in mind queen b6 is still there. I did not know. I had no clue queen b6 was still there. So I just developed normally. I put my knight out to e5 because I thought e4 because I thought it was a good way, a good outpost. Plus 1, it attacks this bishop on c5. 2, this knight will cause some trouble on f5 and f4 because it puts pressure on my g2 pawn and it puts pressure on my d3 pawn, which I thought could be weak later on. So I played knight e4, targeting this bishop and opening lines to this knight with my bishop because I wanted to capture it. I do not want him to have any outposts in my position. But anyways, he plays bishop e2. I thought was a good move, and I take the knight. He takes here and d4. Now d4 is literally it's literally one of the main ways, or it's a main idea of the Italian. Let's put it that way. I also played d4 because I thought he could play stuff like knight h5, chasing my bishop somewhere I didn't like. So I played d4 so I could just put my bishop on d3. Whereas if he plays knight h5, my bishop is he's going to capture my bishop. For example, let's say rook e1. For example, rook e1, knight h5. Yes, there's a check, but that would take too many moves. So let's say if I go bishop b6, b3, he takes my knight. But he could just go rook b1. And then if something like queen a4, there's a6. So that's why I played d4, just to snug my bishop on d3. Or e2. I forgot. I played this game like over a week ago. The tournament was a week ago. I'm just doing the recaps now because I forgot to do them. So I put my bishop on e2 because I wanted to move this knight. I had plans where if he played moves such as f5, I can reroute my knight to the e5 square, where the square would be weak and it would be I thought would be a great outpost for my knight, which he did play f5. knight e d2, queen d2. I thought here he wanted to maybe castle queenside, but I thought it would be bad if he castles queenside now, because then I just start launching my pawns at him and so on. He plays queen d2, I play knight c5, knight c4, with the aim of getting a horse on e5. He plays b5. I thought b5 didn't really do anything because my intention was to go to e5 anyways. After takes, here taking the queen I thought was bad, because after no, there was a line I calculated here where taking the queen first was a bad move. Yeah, bishop takes d1. Yeah, it's -3, well, -4. I don't really know. I didn't like something about taking the queen first. Anyway, I take on e2 first. His queen was threatened, so he moved it. And then I played queen g5. This was a one threat move. I admit it was a bad move. Why? Because he could just play g6, which he did. But now I should have just gone queen f3 immediately, because it attacks his rook and it attacks the f4 pawn. So I win a pawn here. Now here I knew I'm winning. I'm winning, but I don't see how. So first, you could just evaluate the position, like king safety first. My king is a lot more safe compared to his. Piece activity, I have more active pieces. His bishop is blocked in because my pawns are all on the same color complex. Pawns, my pawns, I'd say it's better because he can play c5, but I don't know. But yeah, he plays bishop f6, rook e1, and off the rook e8, I play knight d3. Why? Because this knight, I was probably gonna lose a pawn or a piece. For example, if I play, this is just an example, h3, he would take rook takes, queen takes e5, queen takes e5, d takes e5. I didn't like the fact, yes, it's a pass pawn, but it's an isolated pass pawn. He can just quickly get the pawn by putting his rook on e8 and bringing his king, for example, on either f7 or f6. So I didn't like the possibility of getting a pass pawn. So I play knight d3, offering a queen trade, and the rooks now see each other. After queen takes f5, f4, knight takes f4, he plays rook e4. I take rook e1, and there's a move that shocked me here. The move that shocked me was bishop takes d4. I didn't see this move at all, not in the slightest. So here I calculated a bit. I thought 96, but after 96 he just has bishop takes f7, f2. I lose a rook, I'm losing the game. Then I thought rook takes e4, bishop b6, rook takes e4, bishop b6, and now I thought my f2 pawn was very weak. So I thought maybe king h1, I lose the pawn for what? The moves that I didn't see was knight h3. Yeah, the computer here recommends I play g3, and for example, if something like g5 happens, you have knight h3. You're protecting the pawn. Well, I don't know. I didn't see knight h3. That's pretty much it. So after I play c takes d4, and after rook takes f4, this position is pretty much equal. He's winning this pawn. He will most likely win this pawn because my rook cannot stay on e4 forever unless I play something like maybe rook e8, rook d8, and then maybe something like rook d7. trying to weaken these pawns, but I don't know. I play king f1. Why? Because I know he's trying to play rook d2 to eat at these pawns. So I play king f1, preparing rook e2. So if he takes this pawn, I have something like rook c2, and he does go rook d2. Rook d2. I play rook e2. He takes on d4, and I play rook c2. Then he plays rook d7. Now I'm trying to bring my king in. We're in the end game. It's basically rook versus rook. We have 5 pawns each. Both sides have some sort. I have a minority on the queen side. He has a majority, and I have the majority on the king side. However, I thought my majority didn't mean much because his king was on the king side. I thought I stumbled my words there. So I thought this position was pretty much equal, and according to the engine, it is, yeah, like 0.7. Still winning. Well, on my level, let's just say on my level, it's equal. So I thought this position was equal, that it could lead to a draw, so I offer a rook trade. And here's where things go south for me. So I bring my king to the center. I play b3 because I didn't want him to play c5, c4. He could probably play c4 anyway. No, he cannot, because c4 takes and I have king d4. So we bring our kings to the center. He plays g5. I play g4, stopping the advancement of h5. And here I thought I was winning because I thought I had more waiting moves. Here I played f4. I play f4. Why? Because I'm out of waiting moves. I'm out of waiting moves pretty much. These pawns are coming down the board. I probably should have played f3. No. Yeah, maybe f3, because if h5, I can go king. I have king d4. F3, h6. Then I need to go back, and he brings his king forward. So that's why I played f5. I need to do something now. I'm not really given time to think. He takes, I take back. Now I thought I was winning here, but now it's a bit scary. The engine here wants to play king e4. But no, I thought I had somewhat of an advantage because he has a single pawn and I have a majority. Meanwhile, he also has a majority here. If you look from his perspective, the situation looks a lot more different than I had thought. So I try. Oh, this is not the full game. Hold on. Hey, that was not the full game. I think I forgot to put it in. I'm not cutting this out because I don't wish to do any editing currently. Move 42, h4. He played a4. I played g5. Now something's wrong here. Maybe I will have to edit this out. Consider that a blooper. Hold on. Let's go back to when I played f4. So it was f4, gf4, king f4. Then he played a5, a4. Then I played h4. And he played a4 twice. No, he played a5 here. Then he played a4. Um, hmm. Hey, well, hold on. A mini blooper there. I don't know if I should take this out or if I should just leave it in. So he plays a4. I play g5. Yeah, then it's here h takes g5. I think I meant to say h5. H. Yeah, I think I meant to say h5 here. Yeah, somehow the pawn is here. H takes g5, g takes h5, a takes b3, b takes b3. Okay, here's the position. So he plays a takes b3, a takes b3, and c4. After here, I realized that I was sorry for the blooper. I don't really want to cut that out because I'm going somewhere today. I don't really have the time. My apologies. So after a takes b3, he plays c4. I played g6. I know he's king, but I was trying to take his king away from here. But maybe I should have taken on c. If I took on c4, I was pretty much... Yeah, no, I was certain that I was losing here. Yeah, no, because this is easily lost. And yeah, so I played g6. So by here, my hopes are grim. No, I don't play g6 here. Do I play g6? I don't know. The position was like this: g7, king f7. I played a g8 queen because I was trying to get his king far away from these pawns. However, I'm still losing because even if I get the b4 pawn, I can't get the c3 pawn. So I'm pretty much losing here. King e3, trying to stay in the square of this pawn, so he doesn't promote. King f7, king d3, king e6, king c2, king d5. Then I play king b1. Or maybe king d1 also, right? Because of a thing called distant opposition. But even if he goes king d4, I can't play king d2. So I play king b1, king e1, king e4, king c2, king e3, king c1, king d3, king d1. Then yeah, king c2 check, c1. He played king c3, and the game was a draw. It was a draw. We thought that both sides had nothing in this position. I blundered, I think, a +4, +6 advantage, so I was pretty devastated after this game. However, unbeknownst to us, this position is actually mate in 21 for black. I'm losing. What he should have played here was king e3. Admittingly losing the pawn, but now he has the opposition. So he can try get to my pawn before I can get to his. Once again, he has the opposition. I can't do anything about it. King A1, he has B3, B2, King B1, he has B2, King C2, King A2, and the position is lost. So all essentially is I drew a game. I was completely winning. He was also completely winning, but we both thought it was a draw after King C1, King C3. I'm now 1.5 out of 2. Currently, I'm I don't know. I don't remember. I think I was in first place. But yeah, round 2, a draw. Thank you.